ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all having a great and wonderful day. And for Fani Willis, it is not a wonderful day at all. Because it seems that she's been disqualified. Fanny Pack has been disqualified from the Donald Trump case in Georgia because, well, you know, the affair was just too much. She couldn't escape the allegations, and she really is a corrupt politician. Now, we still have Merchan, the corrupt politician there, the corrupt judge, that is still trying to go after Trump, even though that he is president-elect. But I don't see how that's going to go so far because he has, the appeals court is more, looks like they're siding more closer to Trump's favor than Merchan. But I digress. What we have here from the Daily Mail is saying, Fani Willis disqualified from prosecuting Donald Trump in Georgia election case after affair bombshell. Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis was disqualified from the Donald Trump election interference prosecution, striking a potentially lethal blow to the case. It is a lethal blow. It is the death throw of the case. It's no there. What other DA wants to pick up this case? What other DA? It's poison. It's the end for this case. Willis will not be allowed to remain on the case due to her sensational affair with fellow prosecutor Nathan Wade, who stepped down from his post, which she attempted to cover up. Ruling in a 2-1 opinion, the Georgia Appeals Court said she was wholly disqualified from this case and pointed to a significant appearance of impropriety. MAGA faithful immediately chimed in on the news saying that she should be barred from practicing law in the future. I know, I 100% agree. If you are going after Donald Trump in this regard, and you know it's political, it's been political, yeah, you should be barred from your, you should be barred. At the very least, barred from practicing law. If not, jailed for it. So, yeah, I'm not holding easy for these people. I want retribution. I want actual justice, to be perfectly honest. I guess you say, retribution would be a little bit dishonest, but again, these people deserve to be put in jail for the political games that they did, and that's just straight up truth. If you are going to play these political games, then don't feel bad when these political games come and smacks you on the ass and like, oh, well, I didn't mean to, all right? It wasn't my fault. Well, guess what? You played these games and now you have to suffer for them because you are corrupt. Fani Willis should be disbarred for abusing her power and weaponizing her office to go after her political enemies. Baron Donald Trump said the political weaponization of our institutions must end in reaction. I agree. And Charlie Kirk, founder of MAGA-aligned Turning Point USA, called it a huge legal victory for not only President Trump, but all the co-defendants who were targeted alongside him. The ruling overturns Fulton County Superior Court Judge Scott McGaffey's decision that allowed Willis and her team to remain on the Trump case despite the affair, as long as Wade left his job as Willis' lead prosecutor. In his ruling, that McAfee did point to an odor of mendacity around the case in light of the stunning revelations. The latest ruling did not toss out the case itself, although the decision raises barriers that legal experts immediately call potentially terminal. Yeah, I don't think anybody is picking up this case. I think it's a very, very bad idea. Another team of prosecutors would have to come from another county to bring the case, at a time when the other criminal cases against Trump have collapsed after his election to the presidency. It's not coming back, it's over. The remedy crafted the trial court to prevent an ongoing appearance of impropriety, etc., etc. The court called the rare case in which disqualification is mandated, and no other remedy will suffice to restore public confidence in the integrity of these proceedings. Right. And it's pretty much bloody over. And CNN is melting down. They are losing their minds over this because, well, the political games are over. Everything that they're seeing is crumbling around them. It's the W after W after W we keep on getting, and we love to see it. It says here from Breaking 911 saying, the case against him in Georgia had already been paused. Now it's not even backburned. It's dead in the water.
We begin this hour with breaking news just into CNN. The Georgia prosecutor leading the state's election interference case against President-elect Donald Trump is now disqualified. CNN's Caitlin Polance is here with more. Caitlin, what can you tell us about this? This is just coming in the last several minutes. This is a big development.
a big development, and a big development that Donald Trump has wanted for a long time. That case against him in Georgia, the criminal case, where it's accusing him and several others of a racketeering conspiracy related to the 2020 election, it's already been paused. Now, it's not even backburnered. This is a case that will be dead in the water because the Georgia Court of Appeals is now saying that Fani Willis, the leader of the prosecution against Donald Trump, the district attorney in Fulton County, Georgia, she should be disqualified from being able to bring that case. The Georgia Court of Appeals is saying that it's a significant appearance of impropriety caused by the conduct of a public prosecutor. That is Willis, how she behaved, how she was speaking about the case, about Trump publicly, about how she was having a relationship with the top prosecutor that was concealed in this, a man named Nathan Wade. All of that, previously, the trial level judge had looked at and said, Fani Willis can stay on this case. We're not dismissing the indictment. But the Court of Appeals is now taking another look and saying, no, the trial judge was wrong. Fani Willis should be disqualified from continuing to lead this case. It would be a long process, or it will be a long process, to replace her, which is why I say this case is dead in the water now without Fani Willis, the person who was leading this case against Donald Trump in Fulton County. And just to keep tabs on how many cases there are against Donald Trump criminally, the other two in federal court, January 6th, and classified documents, those are dismissed. And then the additional case in New York City, where he was set to be sentenced, that sentencing is now not happening. So as Donald Trump enters the presidency, each of these courts that is handling a criminal case is essentially removing that issue from him to have to deal with in any period of time in the near future.
All right, Kaylin Polans, thanks for that added perspective. Let me bring in CNN.
Yeah, they are not having a great time. They are very, very upset, and as they should be, because this is something that they did themselves, right? They did something like this on themselves, and Trump is just getting they did something that is pretty abhorrent. So
we begin this
what we
out
have
with
this here is just another victory for Donald Trump, and we're not going to stop the W's, guys. We're not going to stop the W's. We may have some hiccups, but the W's are to keep rolling in. All right, guys, that's it for the video. Let's guys share. As always, take care, my friends.
I'm disgusted by what I see in public. Even people closest to us can't be trusted. Cause it's algorithmic disease, the social media.